In the previous video lesson, we had discussed quite similar question, and there the angle was in first quadrant, so the all trigonometric ratios were positive. And here we have a little bit different. Here, let me read it. If cosine of A is 3 by 5, cosine of B is 12 by 13, and A and B both angle. This is the thing we need to keep in mind. The angle A and B both are greater than 270, 3 pi by 2. If you put the value of pi as a 180, that will be 270, and 2 pi it is 360. So our both angle is more than 270 and less than 360. It means we are in the fourth quadrant. And according to the sine rule of the trigonometric ratios, what we learned, this is CAST rule. All right, in the fourth quadrant, cosine and secant both are positive, rest of these all are negative. All right, so now we are in fourth quadrant, so cosine and secant is positive, so definitely the sine value will be negative here, right? So sine will be negative here, and we need to find out the cosine of A plus B and sine of A minus B. Here the cosine and sine comes, so cosine will be positive but the sine will be negative, right? So we need to first find out the, here we have cosine of A, cosine of B, we need sine of A, sine of B also. So let's try to first find out, right? The first given thing is cosine of A equals to 3 by 5. So from here I can easily find out sine of A, and the sine of A will be here negative 1 minus cosine square A. And now the reason for giving negative, because our angle A is in fourth quadrant, that's why the sign will be negative. And inside the root value, anything, this always gives us positive in the real number. All right, so if this is positive and if this is negative, the whole quantity is going to be negative. All right, so minus, and now this 1 minus cosine, that is 3 by 5, and the square of 3 will be 9 and the square of 5 will be 25. All right, and if you solve it, you'll get 25 minus 9, that's 16, and that is square of 4, and this 25 is the square of 5, so you will get minus 4 by 5. That's our sine A. And now similarly we need to find out the value for the sine B also, but before that we had got cos B as a 12 over 13. So therefore I can write my sine B is 1 minus cosine square of B, right? But with negative sign, right? Because B is also in the fourth quadrant. So fourth quadrant is negative, is having negative sign for this sine trigonometric ratio. All right, so here now minus 1 over cosine square of B, that's 12 square, that is 144, and 13 square, that is 169. All right, and if you solve it, you'll get 169 minus 144, that's going to be 25, and 25 is the square of 5, and 169 is the square of 13, so it's minus 5 over 13. So now we have everything. We have cosine of A, cosine of B, we have sine of A, sine of B. So all the basic requirement for finding out the cosine of A plus B and sine of A minus B, we got it now. So let's start writing now. Cosine of A plus B. The formula for the cosine of A plus B is cosine of A times cosine of B. And now whenever we have here plus, we get here minus. So it's going to be now sine A times sine B. So let's put all the values, right? And cosine of A, that's given already by the question, that's 3 over 5. Cosine of B, that's already given by the question, that's 12 over 13. 12 over 13. And minus sine of A. Sine of A we got minus 4 by 5. So it's going to be minus 4 by 5 times sine B we got minus 5 by 13. Minus 5 over 13. And here I want to say here, this minus times minus will be positive, all right, and the positive times negative will be negative again. So here will be negative. Now 3 times 12, that is 36, and 5 times 13, that is 65, and here again 4 times 5, that is 20, and 5 times 13, that is 65 again. So you got 36 minus 20 divided by 65, that's going to be 16 over 65. That's our answer for the cosine of A plus B. All right, and now let's find out the next one, that is sine of A minus B. Okay, so sine of A minus B. Sine of A minus B. The formula for the sine of A minus B is sine A times cos B. Here it's minus, so in the case of sine, if it is minus, then it will be minus, and if it is plus, it will be plus. All right, so it will be now sine B cos A. Let's put all the values. All right, after putting the values we'll get the answer. So sine A we have got that is minus 4 by 5. Right, so it's minus 4 by 5. And cos B, that's 12 over 13. 12 over 13 minus sine B. Sine B is minus 5 by 13, minus 5 by 13, and then times, it's multiplication. All right, it's a multiplication, times cos A. Cos A is 3 by 5. All right, cosine of A is 3 by 5. So now 12 times 4, that is minus 48 divided by 65. Right, and then this minus and minus will make plus, and 5 times 3, that is 15, and 13 times 5, that is 65. So it's going to be 65. All right, and this is minus 48 plus 15, that's finally minus 33. Let me write a little clearly in downstairs. That's going to be minus 33 divided by 65. That's our answer for the sine of A minus B. So this is how we need to find out the sine of A minus B, or cos of A plus B, or any trigonometric value, tan A plus B, tan A minus B, anything you can find out. But the main thing you need to see is the angle. Where is your angle? Right, and you should know the trigonometric sine rule. Right, sine rule of the trigonometry. So according to that, CAST, this you just put in mind. All right, cos and sec is positive in fourth quadrant, and depends, the question is giving you in which quadrant, where is your angle. So see whether they are the sine and cosine or tangent, these are positive or negative. You just have to confirm that and use the formula that you have learned. That's it, and you can easily solve this concept problem. All right. And if there is any confusion in this explanation, then please feel free to comment below this video, or if you have similar question making you trouble, all right, then you can send me. I'll try to make the videos. All right, I'd really appreciate to hear something from your side, and please subscribe the channel.